Hi guys, it's been a little while since I made my last video. Life has been really crazy. Like Dylan's school has had like 1,000,001 things going on. Ida's school has had like 1,000,001 things going on. I've had 1,000,001 things going on, and the world has just absolutely fallen to shit and gone insane. And with all the insanity and all the just everything, I just had to take a little break, just like a couple of days, a week or so, to kind of just recenter myself and figure out what the hell was going on, because I have been angry. I have been so angry. I've been angry at the world, I've been angry at myself, I've been furious at recovery, and I've been really pissed off with the recovery community on Instagram because I just kind of had enough. And so today I wanted to make a video about recovery in general, my recovery, general recovery, and the early stages of recovery, because I think the view that we are given and that's portrayed, especially on social media, is so warped. So, I mean, recovery is great. Recovery is really good. You end up eating, and food is really great. Food tastes really good, and it nourishes you, and your hair grows when it hasn't grown properly for ages, and your skin glows, and you look like a glowy mermaid or whatever. But that's like, in the distance. That's when recovery is good, and you're not waking up every morning looking like you're 6 months pregnant and crying because your clothes don't fit or you don't know what to wear and you can't cope with how your body's changing. That glowy mermaid that's like, yeah, recovery win, I'm so happy, recovery, woo! That is not the early stages of recovery that a lot of people, including myself, are going through right now and documenting on social media. I love social media. I love social media. I have a blog, I have my YouTube, I have my Instagrams, plural. I love it, but I will be the first to admit it as a fucked up place. It's a fucked up thing. And one of the most fucked up things I think there is on social media is the recovery community on Instagram. Like, you will see people eating a pint of ice cream. Pint party, hashtag pint party. And they'll eat a whole pint of ice cream and be like, woo, hashtag recovery win. And I'm like, dude, that's you're binging. Why? That's not normal. It's not normal to sit and eat a whole pint of ice cream as well as all your other food that you have to eat in the day. It's not a recovery win, that's a binge. Explain that to me. I don't understand. And I understand that, you know, we need to eat. We have lost, I mean, I lost close to 40 pounds. I need to eat, but I don't need to eat a whole pint of ice cream that is meant to be shared among people, because I've struggled with binge eating. My diagnosis is anorexia binge purge subtype, so I binge. And let me tell you, I used to binge on a pint of ice cream. And so the thought of having a pint party is just, it makes no sense. It's just ludicrous, and it probably comes from that mini Maud bullshit, but I will have another video about mini Maud because I can't go into that now. So along with all these like hashtag pint party, hashtag recovery win, the Instagram community of recovery is full of loads of emojis and loads of hashtags, and it's so positive and happy, and all these people who are entering recovery, just like the first couple of weeks of recovery, suddenly they with hashtags and emojis, and they're so happy and woo, I'm recovering. And it's like, yeah, great, you're recovering, but God, be honest, because there is no way that you were eating all that food and gaining weight and not, like, your anorexia hasn't gone away, it's still there. So you can't be all this positivity that you're spewing, it's not honest. And something that is so important about recovery is being honest with yourself, being honest with your therapist, being honest with your family and friends, just being honest. You can't recover if you're not honest about how you are feeling. And on Instagram, people talk about recovery, even the early stages of recovery where it's really fucking shit, like it's this amazing, not even spiritual, just happy journey full of emojis and 1,000,001 hashtags that I can't even keep track of them. There are so many. And I'm just like, God, you need to be honest, because this is not the reality of recovery. Not at the start. Not at all. So for me, recovery is a long process. I've been in and out of recovery since I was like 14. 13, wow, it's a long time. So I have been in and out of recovery since I was like 13. I'm 25 in a few weeks. Recovery is a process. And with all processes, there are different aspects of it and different, you know, different parts of the journey that you fit into. And the start of the recovery process is horrible. It is horrible. It is not sunshine emojis and recovery wins. It is, if you're going to use an emoji, it is a gun, because you feel crap. Like, you haven't eaten for Lord knows how long, and then you start eating again, and your body doesn't know how to digest food. Your body is like, what is this? Like, I like this, but I don't know what to do with it. It's a bit like when you give a child a toy that they really, really want, but they can't figure out how to use it, and they're like, woo, I love this toy. I don't know what to do with it. Help me, help me, help me. And it's like, help me, mummy, and it's like, but your body doesn't have a mum to help it. It just has to figure it out. And figuring it out takes a while, which is why the recovery process at the start, it feels like it's going on for a million years, because it's just shit and it upsets you and it's just horrible. So you're eating all this food and it's like, yeah, I'm eating pizza. I mean, I eat a lot of pizza. You're eating all this pizza, or you're eating all these vegetables. I eat a lot of vegetables as well. I love vegetables. And you're eating and eating, and it's like, yes, I love food. And your body is thanking you. Your hair is growing. My skin didn't thank me, but whatever. I mean, this skin like is more glowy and nice, and everything is really great. But you wake up, and I mean, you guys, if you followed me while I was pregnant, I did my bump checks, you'll know that I didn't carry very big. And so for me, 6 months pregnant is not massive. But I wake up and I look like I'm 6 months pregnant. I go to bed looking like I'm 9 months pregnant, and I wake up looking 6 months pregnant, and it's like, this sucks. This really sucks. I don't remember the last time I woke up not looking pregnant. So you wake up looking pregnant, and part of eating disorders is you do have some body dysmorphia thrown in, or like me, you had the diagnosis of body dysmorphia, which is really, really extra shit. And so you wake up looking pregnant, and your body dysmorphia is like having a field day. It is going nuts, because not only are you uncomfortable with your weight gain, you actually look pregnant. For a while, I actually thought I was pregnant, and I was like, oh my god, not again. I can't have another baby. My contraception isn't working, but it has been working for ages. But I have this bump all the time, and I genuinely feel like I'm pregnant, and my body dysmorphia is like screaming in my ear about how I look. And everyone else is like, oh no, you look fine, you look so healthy, you look so great. And I'm just like, I look pregnant. And I don't know who to trust or what to think. And it's really upsetting, and it's really stressful, and it makes you want to stop eating. But you know that if you stop eating, you're just going to have to go through all this shit again. And I mean, I started eating again properly in like April, and it's now July, and I'm still waking up pregnant. My god, if I stop eating and go backwards, I'm going to have to start that whole journey again and have this. I'm hoping that it will calm down soon, but you never know. But if I stop eating, I've got to go through it all again, and that's shit. The second bit about recovery that's really shit is your head. So when you stop eating, your cognitive functioning lowers, and you're less able to think rationally, and that's how you starve yourself, because no rational person starves themselves. No rational person looks in the mirror with a BMI of 11 and goes, oh, I'm fat, I need to lose weight, and cries because they're fat. That's not a rational thing. And it's because your brain is starving, and your brain literally only has the capacity to focus on really, really essential things. And so things like your irrational thinking, who gives a fuck about that? We need to work on your heart and your muscles, and so your rationality goes out the door, and it starts to come back. Like your cognitive functioning starts to raise as you start eating, but you know, 3 months in, it's still not quite there. And so you used to have people who were like, oh, you look like a skeleton, oh, it's so scary, oh my god, you're going to die, oh my god, oh my god. And then suddenly it turned into, oh, you look so much better, oh, you look so nice today. I hadn't heard that I looked nice for about about 8 months, and then I get all these "you look so nice" things, and my brain is not quite working yet, and so it's like, well, I look fucking disgusting, I look fat, I am fat, this is what's happened. And in my brain, I'm like, fuck, I've got fat. So I need to lose weight, because not only do I wake up looking pregnant, but people are confirming that I'm fat now. And that's how you feel. You feel fat because people are telling you that you look good and or healthy, and you equate, because your brain isn't working, because you're not feeding it properly quite yet, your brain is still not really able to separate healthy and fat. And so you go a bit nuts when people talk to you and when you get compliments, and it's really, really difficult to deal with, because you don't want to look like you're dying. I didn't want to look like a skeleton. I look back at pictures of myself on my Instagram and I'm like, fuck, like I look awful. I looked awful, and I don't want to look awful again. But my brain, someone gives me a compliment, my brain goes nuts. And then the only way to not be fat is to go back to where I was. Something that really pisses me off on Instagram is the whole recovery win thing, because it just doesn't make sense. Like eating a pint of ice cream or eating a metal pizza, I like pizza, but that's not a recovery win, you know. You probably shouldn't be eating a pint of ice cream, because that, you know, once a week as well. People have pint parties once a week on Instagram. I'm like, dude, that is not healthy. What are you doing? But like the whole recovery win thing, it just seems so mundane. It's like, oh, I ate a burger today. It's all, recovery wins are all surrounded by food, and they shouldn't be. I mean, some should be. Some, like for me, I haven't eaten birthday cake. Like, forget this recovery. I haven't eaten birthday cake since I think I turned 15. That was the last time. So like 10 years. I haven't eaten a bit of my birthday cake, or anybody else's, for 10 years now. And so if I have a bit of birthday cake this year, that would be a genuine recovery win about food, because I hadn't eaten a bit of cake for 10 years. It's just ridiculous. Like when I ate my first pizza, I ate it on Valentine's Day. We went out, we took the children out, we went to Pizza Express, and I got a Lagera Padana, and I ate it and I kept it down. And that was the first time I'd kept pizza down. And Pizza Express is like my go-to restaurant. That was the first time I kept pizza down for 8, 9 years. That is a genuine recovery win. You can't have a recovery win over every single meal you eat, especially if you're doing it every week. Having a pint party every week doesn't constitute as a recovery win, because you do it all the time. It's something that you are used to, and even if it's hard, it's probably hard because you're binging and it's not healthy, and because you've already eaten all this food and now you're eating a pint of ice cream. So it shouldn't be a recovery win, because you do it all the time and it's not healthy. For me, a recovery win is letting Harrison touch me. Not like touch me, just like letting Harrison give me a cuddle in the evening, because I look and feel like I'm 6, 7, 8, 9 months pregnant, and I feel so uncomfortable within myself. But letting somebody be intimate with me is really difficult, and so that is a recovery win, because it doesn't happen all the time. A lot of the time I'm like, I'm disgusting, and it has a really negative effect on our relationship. And so when I'm able to do that, it is a genuine thing that I am moving forward, I'm making progress. It is a recovery win, because it doesn't happen all the time, and it's really, 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 really difficult, even if it's something that I like. Win for me was yesterday. We did ballet, second breakfast, I got a coffee. It normally didn't, you know, break me, but yesterday it did, and I was like, fuck. And then the coffee made me really thirsty, so I had an orange juice, and that was really difficult because I was already, you know, bloated, and I was like, but I had the orange juice. And then we were walking past the tattoo place where I got my roses, and I was like, wow, I want to get a tattoo, and I really wanted to get one for the children. And I was wearing quite a tight top anyway, but I was like, I don't think that I can do this. I don't think that I can lay on my side and lift my top up, because I wanted it on my ribs, and lay like that because I'm fat and I'm really bloated and I don't think I can do it. But I did. I got my tattoo! That is a huge recovery win because I exposed myself. Like when we go to hydrotherapy or when we go swimming, I don't eat or drink, and I'm lucky because it's like 12 o'clock, but I don't eat or drink before I get in the pool because I have to strip off into my bikini, and I can't risk looking pregnant and being like, oh Holly, are you pregnant? I would just combust if that happened. So it is a huge thing for me that I, you know, laid like that and got inked. So, I mean, that shit that doesn't happen much and is a big deal is a recovery win. And even then I don't really hashtag it on Facebook or on Instagram, although I might start because I think it's kind of fun. But like, if I started taking pictures of my food, which I am really repetitive, and a lot of people on Instagram are really repetitive, but they still say every meal that they eat, you know, 4 times a week is a recovery win, and I think that's bullshit. And then because it makes it really positive, it's like, yeah, it's a recovery win. I'm like, no, it's just fucking eating. It's just eating the same shit that you eat all the time. And you probably don't feel fucking positive about it. I mean, I'm really repetitive. I eat the same shit all the time. Apart from yesterday, I had a fajita, and that was a big deal because I haven't eaten like wraps and bread for over a decade, and I was like, yeah, I can do this, and I didn't. I did good, and it was actually really good. But anyway, that was a big deal, but it wasn't that much of a big deal, and I ate it if I could take a picture anyway. All this shit that's on Instagram about recovery wins, positivity, is great if you can be positive, but recovery is so shit. It's not positive, and those people who are hashtagging it, they are not also saying, I woke up really bloated. That kind of is hidden. It's like a taboo that you're bloated or you don't shit for 10 days. That stuff, you don't talk about it because you're supposed to be, yeah, I'm positive. And so you can't be like, I haven't gone to the toilet for 2 weeks, this sucks. Because that kind of breaks your positivity circle. And I'm like, yo, like, my doctor now prescribed me laxatives because it got to the point where I went 17 days without going to the toilet, and he was like, okay, no, you need something because this isn't okay. You're gonna get like an infection or something because you have all this food sitting in your colon. That is the reality of recovery. You don't go to the toilet. You don't go to the toilet. You look pregnant. You feel like you want to slice your flesh off your body sometimes because you're not used to it, and it doesn't feel like my body. I was so used to being smaller that now I'm bigger. I'm just like, I don't know how I feel. But the thing is, my clothes fit me now, and they haven't fit for months and months and months, apart from my H&M jeans. And I'm going to talk to you about my H&M jeans because H&M is fucking awful, and we are going to get to that in another video. I don't have to wrap a belt around myself twice to just keep a skirt up or a pair of jeans up, and I fill out my clothes mostly. And I mean, also another video, but I'll touch on it here because it's a thing. It's a recovery win. I am talking to parents in the playground now, and I can't figure out whether it was me just being like too scared and my brain being completely crazy, or whether people looked at me losing 40 pounds over the space of the year that they knew me and thought, wow, fuck, I don't know if I can talk to her. Like, it's scary seeing a, you know, skeleton with skin walking across the playground. I am talking to parents now. I am having parties where lots of people are coming to our house, and we're throwing parties for the children that parents are staying at, and I'm interacting with people who I didn't know a couple of months ago. Like, recovery does bring great things. It does, and I'm not discounting all the amazing things that have happened to me. I am doing yoga, and I can put myself in all kinds of positions. Go on my Instagram, you can see it, and I can do really cool shit, and my strength is coming back, and I have muscles that I'm not going to show you because it's kind of embarrassing. Recovery does bring great things. It brings really great things. I can go out with my family and eat and not have to throw up in a public bathroom or cry, or, you know, I can do so much shit, but it's still shit. It's still shit, because I am not there yet. I am not at the point where all the horrible things, like not being able to go to the toilet and bloating and having to eat really repetitively and body dysmorphia, just screaming, and anxiety about what people think about you because you've gained so much weight really quickly, all that stuff still exists. And I think, personally, that not acknowledging it, I mean, I hope the people on Instagram who are super positive all the time have a really good therapist who they're talking to about all this shit with. Because I think if you don't acknowledge things, you're gonna stay sick. You can't get better if you're lying to yourself or to other people. And it is a lie that recovery is all positive, yay, posy shit. I don't know. I don't know what the hashtag for that is. I fucking hate that word as well. Posy. Like, what is that? It's like Anna and me. I was just like, ugh, shut up. I don't think people are honest, and I think that it is dangerous. Just like when people say they're in recovery and then they're not gaining any weight, I think not being honest about the recovery period and what the fuck is going on is so dangerous, because it is a scary, horrible, shitty time, apart from the fact that you don't shit. And lying about it is just not beneficial for anybody. Let's be honest about what's going on. Let's be honest about our permanent food babies, and let's be honest about not going to the toilet, and let's be honest about bad body image. Because if you're not, like, what's the point? What is the point of documenting a recovery when you're not actually documenting recovery? You're just posting food and then pretending you're happy about it. And so while everything is shit, I think we need to take some advice from my queen, I just grabbed my boobs, my queen Latrice Royale. And so things are shit, you don't shit, but you still have to eat it.